Hey everybody, this is Mike with the One Stop Co-op Shop, and today I'm returning to one of my favorite games, Unsettled. Specifically, I'm playing one of the two recent additional planets they've added you can get from their web store. I'll be looking at Planet 11, Vo'Qorr. And disclaimer that while a generous Discord member gave me the original game and I backed the second campaign all in, these two planets, number 10 and 11, I did get review copies of. And if you like the content on the One Stop Co-op Shop, consider supporting us through Patreon. You get early access to our videos and exclusive videos every month you can't see anywhere else. You can also listen to our podcast for reviews and design discussions, or come and say hi and join the conversation on our Discord. So if you haven't seen any Unsettled before, this is a more complex planet, and I'm not going to explain every single rule of the game, although I will explain what I'm doing and stuff. Colin, when he was with the channel, did a ton of great playthroughs of some of the earlier planets, so if you've never watched a game of Unsettled before, you might want to start there and then come back. But if you don't know the game, this is a goofy, humorous game of planetary exploration. It's one-off scenarios with different planets. You don't have to play a campaign or anything. And it's really less focused on narrative and like pure exploration and more on really tight tactical puzzles. So I asked our patrons which of the two new planets they wanted me to do, and they actually voted for both. So I'm going to do a Patreon bonus video in September with the other planet. But this one is Vo'Qorr, at least I think that's how it's pronounced. What do y'all think? Vo'Qorr something? And this is a tunnel world where you don't start out with the whole planet laid out like you do in a lot of scenarios. Instead, you'll be moving from node to node and trying to explore. But a lot of times you'll get these blocked passageways and you'll have to take actions to put down little passageways to connect them. And in the particular scenario I'm doing, I have to get as my first task all the way over to this mycelial network. And there are a bunch of unique rules for this planet, just like every planet Unsettled, but I'll explain those as they come up. But let's look at the fun narration for the scenario. This is, by the way, Task A out of 3 tasks for the planet. There are 3 scenarios per planet, although with some add-ons from the second Kickstarter campaign, they added a 4th scenario for some of the earlier planets. Oh, and I'm very excited to play this one. I have not tried it yet because this is supposed to be like a quantum planet where locations are phasing in and out of reality. And I don't know, those video game players out there, how many of you have played Outer Wilds? That's one of my favorite video games of all time. And if you've played that game, you know all about the quantum moon and the whole quantum stuff in that. So yeah, I'm just very excited. We are currently very upset with reality. It surprised us with an unwanted, poorly planned, one-way trip to the other side of the universe. But that is not why we are upset. It hasn't at all tried to make up for this by doing us favors or going above and beyond in any way, but that is not why we are upset. Frankly, reality should know why we're upset. We're upset because we have nothing to do aside from wander aimlessly around, hoping for a way home or another wormhole or something. Basically, we have cabin fever, but without the fever or the cabin. But wait, what's this? Scanners are picking up a space-time anomaly coming from a nearby planet? The planet is dimensionally entangled with another planet from another reality? That other planet is covered in unstable energy crystals with matter plane signatures, very much like mini wormholes, perhaps creating a means of getting home? Reality! You really do care! Reality is trying to redeem itself with cosmic weirdness. It knows what we like. It's time to study some whatever we find here. So we already saw, we're setting up, you can kind of see a better picture here because it's pretty big space-wise on the table. We've got this cave system next to the scarab on the left. We've got the mycelial network on the right. And they tell us which cards to use because there's actually quite a lot of cards in this planet scenario. But you only use some of them, some terrain types for each one. And then we've got Journey to the Center of the Here. The reality-bending forces we want to study are located deep beneath the planet's surface. Scans indicate a good place to start researching, but it's kilometers away. Digging our own path may be the best option. Time to get our hands dirty. So we have to reach the mycelial network node by exploring, revealing new nodes, and creating passages. Then we need to take this action. We need to have an engineering and robotics knowledge present. Luna, the robot helper, needs to be present. We need to tick down one of our focus cubes. And we need to be on the mycelial network. And then we'll advance and see what else we need to do. So let's meet our characters. I'm playing on the easiest difficulty, which is what I usually do when I play a planet for the first time. Because one thing you need to know about Unsettled is that often it's a lot easier to play a scenario the second or third time because then you kind of know what's coming and know what to expect. So I don't like the frustration of just losing because of the lack of knowledge, so I play on easier difficulty. So I got randomly, you get to pick some of these special traits for your character. My blue character is a caretaker. So when they rest, normally you get to tick one of your focus cubes up. up. Instead, they can tick up twice, and it can be them or a local explorer, but they still lose 1 time. And if our morale goes down, we'll have this instead. Our support action will let us make any other explorer. Oh, it's basically the same, except that they'll also gain +1. So this person is just making our cubes recover a little bit better. And then I'm also playing with one of the modules from the second crowdfunding campaign that I backed, which is the Scientific Fascinations, I think it's called. These are just slotted onto your character board, and you get to look at 2 and pick 1. For this character, I picked Forethought. So I can spend my own insight, I gotta get the cubes for this, but I can spend insight, which is what will tick up and allow us to make breakthroughs and gain knowledge. I can spend it to place cubes here. And once I have 3 cubes, I can put one of these on the time track and give us a consistent bonus every time the little time marker moves over them, either getting rid of distress for free or getting our dice even higher and giving us even more actions for free. And to be clear, these modules only make the game easier, or at least kind of balanced, since it does have a cost to use. It doesn't make the game harder in any way. Okay, my red explorer is a harmonist. I just happen to get a bunch that raise up your die values. So here, recover usually would let you raise up one of your dice by 3, but it would lower morale for everybody. Instead, I don't lower morale, but if another explorer is on my node when I do this, then I have to advance time by 1. And if I use the green die to take this action, then I'll get a free insight. So I really can gain a ton of focus back, but I don't want to be near my other friends. I want to be alone, I guess. And if this gets flipped by bad morale, it also changes support. So we're going to distribute among local explorers. So it could be myself, and I can get rid of 2 distress all at once, and then raise up morale. So that's an incredibly easy way to raise morale back. That is pretty cool. So I'm not too worried about focus. I'm not too worried about morale. We'll see. I'm sure there's other things to worry about. And hey, let's actually get our stuff where it's supposed to be. What am I going to start with? We need to have a blue and a red insight, so let's have them just match their color. So red will go for engineering, and blue will go for robotics. And let's just jump in, I think, with blue taking the first turn, and I'll kind of explain how things go. By the way, I said I was playing on easy mode. That means that I get this special scarab. I got 1 of 3 randomly. It's a resuscitation chamber. I can lower one of my focus to remove the marker here. So I should put a marker here. And then I make all local explorers gain 1 endurance. It basically gives us a bunch of extra turns. Now, unfortunately, this is a scenario where we're running way off to the other side of the world, so I don't know if we'll actually want to come back here and heal ourselves, but we'll see how it goes. All right, so let's go ahead and do our actions. I said blue is starting, so you can move for free once per turn. We could move into the open expanse above us, but we might as well go into the cave system entrance, I think. So normally in scenarios like this where you can just kind of move into places to explore them, there's no restrictions. But in this planet, anything that has this little line here means that it's a blocked side, so we can't move there normally. But we can take the investigate action, which normally lets us kind of resolve these opportunities, and we still do opportunities here, but instead of the normal opportunity stuff, when we successfully do the opportunity, we get to place a little token here, either one like this, to go next to us, or we can have like this longer passageway that'll really fast track us moving along. So just to know that we are blocked from moving here for now, but we could move later. Also, you'll see that this tile says anchored. That means that the whole quantum entanglement thing is not going to affect it. Whenever the time marker moves over to here, we're going to roll 2 dice and move it forward that much. So it's going to be changing when it activates this effect. And then everything that is not anchored is going to go back into the environment deck. So parts of the planet will just disappear. But as we get these discovery tokens from investigating and finding cave passageways, some of them will have the phased keyword and some will have the anchored keyword. And we can put things down on nodes, on locations, to switch what their behavior is going to be and whether they stick around or not. Okay, I did my free move. Might as well bring Luna in for her free move. Now let's go ahead and take Luna's free scan, so we can have Luna scan for green materials or for blue data. Let's do materials, sure. Okay, so she found 2. And that seems like a perfectly nice thing for us to take for our first action. So blue's going to take the unearth materials action. If they use their green focus cube, which is what they're doing, they're going to get 2 materials from their space instead of just 1. And they go over here to our stockpile where we can use them. And this down arrow, I'm sort of explaining some of the basics of the game if you haven't seen the other videos, ticks the focus down 1. If it goes to time, you don't get hurt, but then if you do it again, it'll advance time and make you run out. And you can go up to 3. So yeah, we're down to 1, which means we'll want to fix that die and rest it later on. Actually, you know what? Before I did that, let's actually say I'm going to traverse with my red die. You can traverse with any die, but if you use red, you gain 1 insight. Thank you so much. That'll tick down, and then I can move and or carry a local explorer, meaning in the same node as me, 1 node. So that'll get us both in here, and then red will be able to actually start fast-tracking exploration. Okay, and then finally, I will rest. You have to always use one of your 3 cubes to rest each turn. I have to advance time 1, and then a local explorer will get to tick 2 of their cubes up 1. We'll go ahead and pick blue, and they'll go ahead and get red and green back to 2, so they haven't really lost anything with their turn. Okay, but time advances. This automation trigger is just going to hang out here. But once blue spends 3 of their insight to cycle this thing back around, we get to put this automation device on one of our constructed little buildings like the workshop. And once it's automated, whenever the time token reaches the automation trigger, we'll get 2 resources matching the building type for free. So another nice thing to go for once we build some stuff. All right, that's it for blue's turn. Well done, sir. All right, how about red? Well, first for safety, let's have Luna move up and find our first node on the way to the far journey. And what have we got? Okay, so first of all, the movement is allowed. Importantly, if you try to move, but then the place you're moving to has one of the lines, then the movement cannot happen. But here we're fine. Oh, we're in the Molten Maw. So this is another anchored location from the cavern. I think we're going to be in the cavern and crystals, what we shuffled together. While this node is phased, explorers anywhere may ignore all node edge requirements for the investigate and open a passage action. Oh, interesting. Once placed, discoveries on this node cannot be picked up. So normally in this one, you can do this rifting reality thing once per turn as a free action. If you have a discovery from investigating, you can put it on a location, and you can get bonuses based on what knowledge you've gained. And then you can pick it back up to like make something else phased or anchored. But if we make the Molten Maw phased, it'll stay that way until we do that time trigger and the entire thing just disappears from reality. Now, interestingly, there is no way to go right yet. And right is the direction we have to go the farthest in. So I think red is probably going to go up and join Luna and then try to investigate for a passage to the right. But first, let's have Luna. Let's get data this time. Okay, we got 3. And the data gathering action always takes place on Luna's location. Scan away, even if red doesn't move to her space or goes somewhere else. Yeah, red, I'll use... Should I carry blue with me? I feel like I should. Sure. We'll go ahead and traverse and get 1 insight and bring blue along with us. And then instead of gathering the data, let's do an investigation, getting another insight since we use green. So we're going to go and flip our first investigation. This one says, Stories Stored in Stone. You discover a short tunnel covered floor to ceiling in fossils. There appears to be an entire ocean ecosystem represented, its history forever preserved in stone. With care, you can extend the tunnel through the limestone without damaging the fossils. Okay, so immediately, local explorers may lose focus to gain an equal amount of materials from the supply. Okay, we'll think about that in a second. And then as an action, red doesn't have any cubes left, but blue can do it. We can tick 1 down to carefully create a historic throughway. So open a passage from a block node, edge on your node. We can head to the east, and while exploring, we will find a dual reality fossil. Cool. So that's his over here. We're going to put this plastic blue marker over on the molten place to remember that this is where it can be done. And let's see, should we... You know what? I do want to get some free materials. So I'm going to tick the green one down to 0 because green is the best one for them to use their Harmonist ability to recover it really quickly. And since blue's doing pretty darn good on their stats, I'll go ahead and tick that down too, which gets us to 4 materials. We can't do anything with materials yet, but as we gain some breakthroughs and stuff, they'll become very useful. Although I'm realizing chemistry breakthroughs are what use materials, and that's the only one we're not pursuing at the moment. So that'll be fun. All right, and then meanwhile, red has to finish up with rest. Now, this one specifically has to be this die ticking up, whereas the caretaker can kind of spread it around, and that moves time forward. So we are closer to reality shaking, although currently every place we're in is anchored, so it doesn't really matter. All right, we're back to blue. Well, let's start out with green ticking down. And that's going to open the passage and give blue this dual reality fossil, which can make something anchored. That's nice if we accidentally walk into some phased place. And now we get to open a passage. We need to do it on one of the block node edges. We're going to go right, obviously. And if there were already another tile here that we had explored in some other way, then we would just connect them with one of those. And it covers up whatever the connection normally would be and just makes it give you 1 insight. So it's a nice, friendly way to move. But because that is not the case, we instead are going to use these temporary passages, which are cramped, and we got to put down 2 of them. The first one goes out like that, and then we get a little short passage, and then we can go up, or to the right, or down. So one of the three directions. I'm just going to go straight further to the right, I think. And that all acts as an edge. So for a single move, we can go all the way out here into whatever will await us in the adjoining room. But the cramped keyword is important. You can only move with one explorer here, so you can't use that traverse action to carry somebody else. And Luna can't move through there. Oh, that's more of a problem than I realized, because we need to get Luna to that faraway node. That's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, maybe we'll figure it out. Well, let's go ahead and have Blue do their free move. They're not going to be able to carry anybody or anything. And, we found a phased place. We got to decide if we want to keep this or not. We do gain 1 insight, by the way. And we're in a gem cluster cavern. When this node leaves play, all explorers within 1 movement of its former location will, have to gain a distress. I feel like maybe I should just anchor it, right? And then what I can do to get Luna, well, actually, there's 2 ways to get Luna to be able to come with you. I can explore around and find a better way for her to go that isn't cramped. Or her little special card for the planet is Alter Luna's Reality. Place a discovery onto Luna's node from your inventory, and if you do, Luna ignores cramp this turn. So I could actually take that action to put down this thing. It would just leave the molten place anchored, but then Luna can get through, but maybe I'll just have her work her way around and we can figure it out. I don't know. Yeah, time is about to advance and this is about to go away. So I think I am going to immediately plop this down because I don't want this node to leave play, and that will anchor it for now. That's a once per turn free action, member, but we do not have any of these knowledges, so we don't gain any bonus. Same thing if we pick it up in a later turn, the same thing will happen. And what do I want to do next? I could pick up the data that Luna has on her space. Yeah, we don't have any data yet. I think that's probably a good idea. So I'll tick 2 down to 1, and Luna will get 2 of the data on her spot. And then with the hay, let's go ahead and have Luna move up 1. And what do we get? Oh, nope, it is blocked, which does mean that it doesn't use up the move action you're doing. But we'll have to, this will go away at the end of the turn. We'll have to investigate again to create a passage there. But then we'll have an open passage here. This one is phased, though. Local explorers may exchange discoveries with non-local explorers in the Well of Distortion. Well, yeah, I think what's going to happen is this is going to go away in 10 seconds. And then we can try again on Red's turn. But finally, let's have Blue rest. And yeah, I think Green's down to 0 and Blue's down to 1. So let's go ahead and tick both those up as we pull these back and gain some time. And we have a reality quake. So we roll both dice and we advance it. 1, 2, 3. So we'll have more stuff going on there. All phase locations go away and get shuffled back into the deck. And actually, I forgot it was not as vital for me to get that token down in the Gem Cluster Cavern. A node cannot disappear while Luna or an Explorer is on it, but Explorers on it, when it would be taken away by a Reality Quake, each suffer a distress, whereas Luna suffers nothing. So Luna's great to hold on to places and make them not disappear. All right, that's it for Blue's turn. Oh, quick note before I get to Red's turn. I did say one rule incorrectly. Let's say that this was still here. You can only investigate to eventually place one of these tunnels down on a node that has the blocked node edge with the line in your tile. So if we came around to the Well of Distortion, then we could explore and find a tunnel, but we could not tunnel from the Molten Maw into the Well of Distortion. But that one's gone anyway, so who cares? Now, before Red does anything else, let's see what Luna finds up here, see if it is a real place. Hey, it is this. Ooh, and actually, we can go straight to the right. That's awesome. Dimensional Energy Stream. When a reality quake occurs, distribute among local explorers. Ooh, +2 stuff. That's great. So yeah, I guess Red will go and use his free move to go there. Now, this is phase, but we have a few turns before it'll go away. Or we just leave Luna there, maybe. Let's go ahead and not forget, we'll put our one that was on the time side all the way up to 3 with Harmonist. No one else is on our node, so we don't lose any time. Well, I should say no other explorers on our node. And because it's green, we're going to get an insight. Now, I could be using my fascinations already, but I kind of want to lock in the red and the blue first, I think, and then I'll start doing them. Well, actually, that's right. Reds doesn't even do anything until we have a location built, and I haven't gotten a spot to build one yet. All right, let's have Luna look for data. Okay, 3 again. So then I could have Red use the blue die to get 2 of those. Yeah, I think that's smarter than just rushing to the right away. We're not going to phase 2 soon. So Red will go ahead and take that down to get 2 of those data. So now we got 4 data and 4 materials. Not too bad. And then we'll rest this back to 2 and increase time. So at the end of Red's next turn, we'll have another reality quake. So we got to deal with that phase location or get out of there before then. Okay, Blue, what do you want to do? I guess head that way, right? There's nothing to really do here. So sure, let's go ahead and it's blocked, you piece of crud. Resonance transfer for 2 down. Place a local explorer on the ever-shifting intersection if revealed. Well, that's lovely. This place is phased, and we can't go there, so I guess we gotta look around. So that being the case, let's go ahead and investigate with green. And that'll get us another insight. You know, do I need the blue upgrade right now? I feel like it's going to take us a little while to get there. Because I could go 1, 2, 3, ding this all the way down and get this thing out and like put it on the next time advance spot and gain a lot of benefits from it. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. So once we place 1, 2, 3 cubes in here, and then I can spend all of them to place one of these on a space of your choice in the timeline. I'm going to put it right there. So or actually not at the end of the turn, whenever I decide to rest with blue, we're going to get to distribute this among the explorers however we like. Oh, I didn't actually do the investigate, did I? Let me draw the card. All natural gecko glue. The way ahead of you is blocked. Cave-ins are common, but the rubble rarely stays for long due to the frequent shifts in reality. This passage is coated in a sticky glue-like substance, which keeps the rubble secure even during reality quakes. Oh, so immediately I gain an insight? And I can choose to place the discovery shown to the right on any node within 1 movement. If you do, discard this opportunity. Oh, so I could just put something and make it phase. That doesn't really help us out at all in our current situation, so no. And then I got to unstickify the rubble blockade. Okay, so it's just another 1 tick down. And that would let me build a passage out to here. Unfortunately, it would have to be one of those long passages again. So let's not do that yet. In fact, if Red or Luna get lucky, maybe this will be like connected to that, and then we can build a safe passage instead of one of these cramped ones. In fact, let's go ahead and have Luna do her free movement. Okay, and it did work, although it didn't work great because we're now locked into this spot. Lakeside meditation at the Crystal Lake to get rid of a distress and raise morale, which since it's already at high right now, would actually raise up 2 of our focus cubes. Okay, so now if blue completed the thing, we could make a cramped passage going like that, which I guess would be our best option here. So sure, let's go ahead and unstickify the blockade with our red focus cube. That's hilarious, by the way. I just checked the rulebook. I'm like, no way are these things actually called focus cubes. I'm just making up words. That's exactly what they're called. Let's have Luna look for materials again. Just a single one. And right, I have a phased token I can put down now for blue. And yeah, we'll go ahead and do this. God help us. We'll just need to figure out a way. Well, that's right. We can take the action to get Luna there. I guess blue could do it by making this phase place become extra phased. Sure, that seems maybe worth doing. Or actually, I could have blue do their once per turn pickup of the anchored and then place the anchor on the Crystal Lake and let Luna come. Yeah, that actually seems like a pretty good idea. So let's go ahead and grab this for now. Oh, wait, no, because, I guess blue will just get a distress. We got to take some distress. It is what it is. Or no, we can leave that anchored and just have blue put the phase thing on the phase. Crystal Lake isn't going anywhere because Luna's there, and that would let things work out without kind of messing up my own area. Okay, anyway, then we got to rest. So time's going to advance, and let's tick up like we've been doing both of our worse value focus cubes. I love this thing, by the way. Oh, that's right. We're getting 2 more. Blue's definitely lower on focus. So let's give it all to blue. Sure. All right. So now red's turn. They can move twice to get over here. We can leave Luna here for a second until blue's turn. It's not the worst thing in the world if this dimensional energy stream phases out of existence, because we'll still have an open left thing, although this might phase out eventually too. But, we can always try to get back through this passage when we need to get backwards, which I'm sure we will at some point. Oh, but crud, I just realized I don't really have a way forward unless, I guess we do another twisting passage over here. Oh, but then blue or red could get around and explore here to make a friendly passage for Luna. Yeah, so that actually works pretty well. All right, so red's going to take their free move. And then why don't they do traverse, get an insight. We're almost there. To go through the cramped passage to join blue. And then red can be the one to investigate, and that will get, their first breakthrough. So that's going to be an engineering one. Clearly they'll switch to going for green next. What did we get? That's right, we don't actually have any power yet, but that's easy to get. Stimulate unnatural tears in reality. Remove a phase node from play and shuffle it back into its environment deck. and distribute 1 up of focus and 1 insight. I guess that's good if, like, we draw... Actually, that's very good. Because, look, we could remove, for example... this one's about to phase away anyway, so red might not need to investigate. Well, whatever, I already took the action. But yeah, I'm realizing that we might, like, move after this phases away in the reality quake that's about to happen, and it might not even, like, be a problem. But we investigated, and there it is. Gross in every dimension. You enter a cavern filled with slimy slug creatures that glide seamlessly between dimensions. You turn to leave, but slip and end up in the middle of the cave, covered in alien oil. Gross. As you rise, you see a tunnel that you missed before. Sadly, it's too small for you to fit through. Okay, distribute among local explorers 2 insight. I'm going to give both to blue so they can fast-track their exploration. Okay, and then, yeah, we can get oily cave slugs and expand the tunnel. That seems to always be about the same. So, yeah, blue's pretty dang insightful already. Nice job. Okay, now I don't want to move Luna, but I might as well have her search. So she can't search for materials while they're already there. So she'll add 2 data instead. Datum? I don't know. All right, and we'll rest the blue up to 3 and increase time. We're just going to do several things. First of all, most importantly, we're going to each lose an endurance. And then we don't have any automation to trigger, but we are going to do another reality quake. So this one goes away, and this one goes away, but Luna locks down the Crystal Lake for now, and she can't take any distress. And they are in an anchored spot, but it's good for them to be together if this was a phase and they were going to take distress. Because how the distress card works for this planet is reality shift. When gain, morale goes down unless more than one explorer gain distress this turn. So if they are hanging out together and they both suffer through quantum mania, then I guess they're feeling a little bit better about their morale together. Now let's see how far this goes ahead. 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right, now we're back to blue. And I don't really want to finish that investigation anymore. Maybe I should just carry red with me. Although maybe it is good to get another one of those tokens just for the flexibility of playing. Yeah, let's not use traverse yet. Let's just take a basic move action. Come on, let us through, you butt. It's phased again. When a reality quake... I just had this a second ago. Yeah, because you shuffle them back in. Okay, that's fine. So we don't count as having used our free move. That doesn't apply. So let's go ahead and try to do this instead, I guess. Especially since I see that that's a nice little way to go. Let's see. First, I think I'm going to use my red to alter Luna's reality. I'm going to put these phasing super sticky gecko on the Crystal Lake, which is going to go from phase to phase, so who cares? But now Luna can move just for this turn to join us in our cramped land. And then we're going to build a little connection for her here. And then I'm going to go ahead and get blue the tunnel goo. And, it's phasing. Okay, it's another phasing slug one. And that'll let us do boop, and a boop, and a doop doop, and perfect. Okay, now their free move, which again was not used up, it's going to be going through here, getting them another insight. They're 1 away from a breakthrough. And it'll take us here. Okay, we are going to have to investigate again to get through there. But this place is anchored. That's good, at least. Piercing tunnels. Nothing special here. And by the way, just to note, if there was anything here, it would be covered up by the tunnel that we've already dug into there. So, like, if there was a block thing, it wouldn't matter. Or if there was a time, it wouldn't apply. All right. So, we can build a base here. We should definitely do that. Although blue doesn't have any actions left and doesn't have quite enough insight yet to make it free, but we will in a second. And so, yeah, the plan is to investigate and build a tunnel there, and then to investigate and build a tunnel there. It's a lot of work. Oh, and that place is phasing. Is it even going to be around? Well, maybe, right? All right, so we're doing the caretaker. Let's go and I'm going to take these up. And then, yeah, the reality quake is coming kind of soon. Oh, wait, I forgot to roll. I might as well do it. Okay, so we got 1 data there. All right, so let's have red do their free thing here and get an insight. And then, this would be a good one to have. The workshop lets you send Luna 1 adjacent tile, which means, like, if we use that Ultra Luna's reality thing to let her move through cramp things, we can get her through multiple cramp things in 1 turn. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and have red tick that down. And since we have engineering, it won't cost us a time. So at the end of the turn, that'll be built, and we don't have to be in this place. It'll just be there as a bonus for the rest of the game. Ooh, and then also, he could spend 3 insight to automate it and get us some free power to use Luna's propel thing and his own unnatural terror's power. But for now, let's do the obvious stuff and tick this down. Gets us another insight. So yeah, we are 1 away from automating that thing because we did an investigation. All right, and what is it this time? Crystalline Codex. You enter a cave filled with twisted, helical crystals. They grow from the ground in groups and are covered in smaller gems that glow with an inner light. The gems form patterns that your sensors indicate are linguistic in nature. What stories can they tell? Oh, so red immediately gets another insight and gets one focus up. Let's make it the green one. Oh, and good. They're going to get an anchored one, whoever finishes this. That's nice to have as an option. But red will rest. And we're just about to have a reality quake, which is not great. Well, actually, no, it should be okay, because blue can, finish that thing, build the tunnel, move in, immediately lay it down, and anchor this all in. Ooh, and then when a reality quake occurs, we'll get some free dice up. Awesome. Oh, and we did not search in Luna's area. Not that I think we're going to actually do anything with it, but we can get a single material there. Before I do anything with blue, we got a workshop. Yes, okay, blue needs to finish that, move in here, lay down the thing, do the other thing. I guess start investigating here to give Luna her way in. So let's see, I'm going to investigate. I guess I might want to traverse with red up, and then try to move again, maybe? Yeah, so let's go and use, blue. That's actually too many actions, isn't it? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get the Crystalline Codex locked in. So that gives blue both a phased and an anchored. That's pretty awesome. Although they're not going to have it for long. Okay, so there we go. Free move gets them an insight and a breakthrough. Woo! And I guess they'll also switch to red. And what's the robotics one? Tap Echo of Electronic Assistance. Place an explorer one node closer to Luna. Then an explorer local or adjacent to Luna may lose one distress. Okay, so some free movement and distress removal. That's pretty nice with data. And we've got 4 data built up. And now as a free action, once per turn, we're going to go ahead, since there's about to be a reality quake, and anchor this thing in here. Oh, and that will give me 1 focus increase. Nice. I'll go ahead and take the blue up to 2. And then I want to investigate again, right? So yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we can make Luna a nicer way to join us. What do we got? The Bat Cave. You encounter a wall pockmarked with openings of all sizes. The openings are deep and some extend all the way into the nearby caverns. At first you think the openings are empty, but notice a few are occupied by strange bat creatures. The creatures appear terrifying, but are oddly docile and playful. Okay, I can either gain 2 insight or 2. We have a lot of materials. I'll get the 2 insight. That'll almost give me 2 the red breakthrough. Dang, I should have had blue do green, so we would get a green. So that'll be able to open this, and then we can freely try to move there. I'm definitely liking that. But we got to rest, green up, and red up. Oh, and Luna can't move and can't do blue or green, so she's just hanging out. Okay, and that means it's reality quake time. So blue is getting 2 focus ups. Oh my gosh, blue is crazy. They are full up. Yeah, caretaker is definitely helpful. But this one phase is going away. Now, as long as the tunnel connects to something that's anchored, it stays around. If both of these have been phased and Luna wasn't there, then this tunnel would have gone away too. And importantly, this token, the card that matches it, gets shuffled back into one of the opportunity decks, so you can continue investigating without running out of cards. Okay, and how far ahead is this jumping? 4 this time. So we got a little bit more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. All right, so now it's Red's turn. They're gonna move for free and get the insight. So they're about to get another breakthrough. But I kind of also want to spend some time to automate and get free power every set of turns. Let's get the breakthrough first. I bet green will be useful. All right, so big thing is I want to finish exploring so we can get Luna into our space. So let's use the blue for that. And that gets him an angler bat that is anchored. Awesome. And hey, Luna, we found a tunnel for you. So let's move her in for free and, I don't know, search for data maybe. We got 2. All right, now, it's a cost of time to go north, so I think I'd rather try to go east. So what the hey, let's traverse with both of us. I mean, assuming we get lucky and don't get blocked by a tunnel or something. And that also gets them a green breakthrough. And what's this one do? Instigate a controlled cave-in. Dismantle a local passage and return it to the supply, or reorient a local passage. Oh, so you can turn which way it's pointing for those long ones. Interesting. I guess dismantling a local passage would be good because we could take apart one of the long passages and then try to create a shorter passage with it or something. That's kind of cool. By the way, we are getting very close here, so let's see if we get lucky. And we kind of did. We are losing a time, which means we're almost to some free recovery and then losing another endurance. That's not good. Okay, there's the Well of Distortion again. Local explorers may exchange discoveries with non-local explorers. Okay, and if we successfully move up there next turn, then we have a free shot into there. If that doesn't work, we're kind of in trouble because we can explore south from here, but not north to it. But we'll worry about that in a second. Let's go ahead and rest and increase 2 things. Oh man, if we want to automate, I guess it's too late. He doesn't have enough insight now. Well, blue's still at max. Yeah, let's give the free things to red. Man, this is the least I've had to worry about focus in a game before, although I'm not necessarily getting bonuses in any other way. Oh, red could also lay down an anchored before they finish their turn, which, yeah, we probably want to do. Oh, that's right. Now we have everything local to us, all the knowledge types. Use one of the effects. Dismantle a local passage. No. Gain one of those. Place a local explorer on an adjacent node. Oh, man, step through a rift. That's amazing. Oh, wait a second. A freaking adjacent node. So I could use that to, like, teleport, if I got a tile here, teleport through there and then explore back down to connect them. That's freaking great. But we don't need that right now. We're going to use the blue one to get 1 back and make their red die 3 as well. All right, so it brings us to blue, and yeah, let's try to go north first, and I guess bring red with me. So we'll do a traverse, and nope. That's not going to happen. Oh, geez. It's blocked off all over the place. Let me get the action back, so let's instead try to carry red east. We can maybe do that whole plan. Nope, crud. Okay, none of that's going to work. So you know what? We're going to use the red to charge some powers because I want to have something to use for my little abilities. And let's stimulate unnatural tears in reality. So it costs 1 of the 2 power, but we'll shuffle this back into its deck. And that lets us distribute insight. I'm actually going to get red closer to being able to automate something. And 1 tick up. Sure, we'll get red full. Why not? Okay, so now, I guess I'm not going to carry them. Let's just try to have blue walk in themselves. Ooh, this is great. This is great. I mean, well, we take a time. Oh, crud, which means we immediately have a reality. Okay, a lot of stuff is happening. Hold on. Oh, no, sorry. We're having a reality quake in a second, but we did tick down to another endurance. But yeah, now we can freely get over there. The problem is we're either going to have this thing disappear or lose ourselves. Well, actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. Let's move Luna for her free move and use the other power and the workshop to propel her over here. She doesn't take any time. And then if I traverse out of here, Luna will still hold that into play when the quake happens. So yeah, not quite what I was planning. It doesn't really help me very much, but I'll go ahead and traverse into our goal spot. Yay! What do we have to do again? We have to have red and blue present. So I've got blue, but we still got to get red in there. And Luna present. We can do that next turn. And then, yeah, cool. All right, so I'm going to rest, which takes everything back up to full. And we advance time, which does trigger the reality quake. So this phased one goes away, but Luna locks down this one and nothing bad happens. And hey, Luna, look for some data. Why not? A single one. We're just leaving and never gathering stuff all over the place. All right, it's coming to Red's turn. We're just going to have to suck it up and go for another time. Wait, first I got to see how far the reality quake goes. 4 again. So that's on the same spot as there. All right, so yeah, we'll do the free move here. Moves time up 1. And then might as well do traverse to gain an insight. In here, we'll bring Luna in here. Yeah, let's do this now. So I'll use his blue, I guess? Sure. We'll get to see what happens next until the end of the round. And we can have Luna search again. 1 more blue. Oh, we can build a base here, too. We should probably do that. Okay, then Red's resting. It was already a 3, so it doesn't do anything. But yeah, I mean, we only have... We'll die on our 3rd endurance. So 1, 2, 3. Unless, again, we can get back to the Scarab and recover. But theoretically, we're winning at that point. Let's see what craziness this has in store for us. Dimensional hide and seek. Just as we're finishing setting up our equipment, a reality quake hits. We feel the ground shift and rearrange itself beneath our feet as the 2 planets grind against one another across dimensions. Immediately activate the reality quake trigger, but do not roll any dice or move the trigger on the timeline. We'll get to that in a second. A notification chimes. Scarab conditions suboptimal. We'd had the foresight to set up sensors and a vid cam on the Scarab's location, and this attention to detail enables us to helplessly watch as a tiny wormhole swallows the Scarab. Remove the Scarab from play. What? Not great, but hope is not lost. Just the Scarab. Reality. We were starting to feel good about you again, and then you do this? We can't figure you out. Luna can still faintly detect the Scarab. It's still intact, but interference from the reality quakes prevent her from deducing more. The best she can do is pinpoint 2 locations where the signal is strongest. So change of plans. We need to determine how the Scarab crossed realities to see if we can bring it back. Okay, so we do reality quake. which just gets rid of that one. Oh, when this mode leaves play, all explorers within 1 movement of its former location, gosh darn it, take a distress. All right. But we're both taking a distress at the same time, so no morale loss. We just got to cover spots. Neither of us have theorized like the entire game, so sure, we'll cover those. And the scarab ain't there anymore. Great. So what's next card? Time to get phased. We need information. Lucky for us, Luna has a violently rip-offable sensor pack. When both of the indicated nodes have a crew member on them and both nodes are anchored, an explorer on one of those nodes can take the below action. Okay, resonance chamber. I need to see if I have that one. An ever-shifting intersection. Looks like you can have a Luna or an explorer there, which is not quite what they said, but that's okay. And then we have all those resources pretty easily. Okay, so that's what we got to figure out. Ever-shifting intersection and resonance chamber. And, we have none of those. All right. We do have an anchor we can grab from the Well of Distortion and from the dimensional energy stream, I guess. All right, so Blue, what are you going to do here? Could go left or down if we explore, I guess. Let's try a free left move first. I still might want to build something there. Oh, hey, there's one of them. Except we can't get to it, and it's phased. Oh, man, we're going to have a reality quake in like 2 turns. Let's see, if I investigate, immediately make the tunnel, then I could use my free move to get there. It's not really fast enough, though. Oh, wait, the rifting reality thing, yes. So I'm going to, as a free action for Blue, remember, they still haven't actually used their free move. I'm going to phase and pick the red one. Place a local explorer on an adjacent node, including myself. Boop. Now, I do want red to pick that up again before the reality quake goes off, or we'll lose this place. Then we can investigate to open a door back to our friends, and that will give us a red breakthrough. What have we got? Partially fade into another dimension. This turn, you ignore all blocked node edge symbols when moving or being placed. Whoa! And this effect also applies to explorers you carry. Holy crud, I wish I had that one earlier. It's amazing. Wait, hold on. I just checked. It's too good, and that means that I was cheating. You cannot teleport to an adjacent node with that. Or sorry, you can, but these don't count as adjacent. All right, so we'll say that the investigation I just did, and I got that same power, will be for down here. What have we got? Piercing the Veil. You find crystal stalactites growing through the barrier between worlds. Incredibly stable, they somehow exist in multiple realities at once. The surrounding cavern is much less sturdy, and large fissures extend deep into the wall. Okay, I get an insight, and then I can get stalactite shards. Oh, which are awesome. Are going to anchor, so that's exactly what I want for this quest. Oh, wait, if I get power, which I don't have any of yet. Okay. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and have Blue pierce the veil, I think right away. So I want to get this anchored thing, and then walk through the wall, right? No, but I don't have any power to do it. Crud. And that's going to fade away. Shoot. All right, so now I'm going to do this to get us 2 power. And then I'm going to activate that power, that ability, and move myself through the blocked wall just so that I can lock it down, even though it's about to hurt me. And then I'll rest these bows to full. Yeah, I'm very close to a reality quake and taking some distress. I mean, Red needs to get that anchored thing, and then they can explore down here to just get more things flipped up. So let's go ahead and... Oh, no, I guess we want to keep that for investigating. So let's do that to widen the fissure and get them the anchored token. So that'll do that. Or no, I guess there's nothing here yet, so it has to be a big passage, right? Which is fine, I guess. There we go. Because then they can get around to where Blue is, and then they can make a passage for Luna to come through. Oh, in fact, yeah, he can do it this turn, can't he? So for his free action, he can move there. And then he can traverse up to here and lock that down. What do we want to gain? I guess we can place a local explorer on an adjacent node. Do we want to do that? Well, no, I guess not, because I want one of them to like move north of here to explore more nodes, and the other one can try to get Luna a passage. So we'll just have red rest and move some more time. We'll give red 2 more upgrades and another reality quake. But currently everything's anchored, so that's great. All right, and it's moving 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. God, we're about to lose another endurance. Oh, sorry, I guess I technically should have Luna look for materials. Man, we're rolling terrible with that. All right, so yeah, let's have Blue do the free move up here. And it's not the one we want. Okay. Run out of room here. It's also blocked off. You know, what the hey? We're going to have red remove that thing with their power. Shuffle it back in. And then what do we get? Oh, we get 1 tick up. We'll give it to red. And 1 insight. That will also give it to red. Okay, so free move again. Oh, is that it? Yes, freaking. Oh, they're right next to each other. Oh, I got to anchor it. Crud. I guess red can go down and get the other anchored token. For -2, you can place a local explorer. Oh, on the other ones. They can teleport to each other, which is next to each other. Who cares? Well, let's see. What's the fastest way to do this? I think it's actually... I'm going to have them move back down with a red transfer. And then since we're safe for a few turns, we'll use the free action. And we'll say we're stepping through a rift and placing red down on the Well of Distortion. Because then red can grab that one, and we can, it'll take a little bit, but we can get these all laid out. And then I guess we still probably want to get Luna, right? So let's investigate, get another insight to get ready to clear that passage. Which came first, the geode or the crystal? You enter a cave filled with small depressions like nests, but instead of eggs, they are filled with crystals and geodes. As you watch, one of the geodes begins to shake and quiver. A few minutes later, pieces of rock flake off to reveal a vibrating crystal. Once the crystal is free of its geode shell, the vibrations stop. Okay, so I get to get everything back up to 3, which is where I was going to be anyway. And it's a geode egg, another anchored one. Interesting. Oh, and sorry, clearly this should have been green. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually lose 3 insight to get my other forethought out. Give us some free distress removal. Might as well put it on the next spot, and then I'll rest. And we're losing another endurance. We've got 2 more. But one of us gets to remove our distress. And we'll have red do it. Okay, speaking of reds, we got to pick up that anchor and take it over there. Or I guess we don't need to anymore, right? We can get an anchor just from doing that action. So maybe we should leave this anchored and give us a way to get home. Oh, wait, we don't even know where home is. The scarab doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, red's going to come back. They're going to use this to get the geode crystal and link up Luna finally. Then as a free action, they'll put down their geode and use the red bonus to shoot blue up here for free. And then I think we're probably going to need power, so I'm going to get double power again to use some of our abilities. And we'll bring Luna into our spot. I'm sure that'll probably be good. Red will rest for nothing, but still feeling pretty solid about all that. As time ticks on down. All right, blue, bring us home. Free action, anchor. I don't know if I want to move or not. And I'm fully dismantle a passage. I don't want to do any of those things. So yeah, I'm just not going to take advantage, I think. Oh, that's right. I got to actually spend a lot of stuff. So let's do 1 action for that. Make it green. So I got to spend 3 materials. I only have 1 left. Maybe I should get more. 1 data. I've got 3 left. And 1 power. I've got 1 left. And we won't actually find out what happens again until the end of the round, but at least we're doing something. You know what the hey, all our coolest powers I think right now are red. So let's get 2 more red. And then resting will take those both up. Oh, I guess I keep on forgetting to do Luna because we're kind of all trapped in here. 1 data. Gosh, how many times have I rolled 1 in a row? All right, and time moved forward, and now let's see what's happening. All right, this should be our final thing. Nothing like the present reality. Success. We're not even sure where we sent the sensor pack, but Luna is able to track it as it travels through the reality border. We discover what years of expensive scientific training, or 5 seconds of common sense, led us to expect. Crossing between realities is quite incompatible with human existence, as in insta-death incompatible, one of our least favorite types. Thankfully, we're nice and safe in this reality. Luna beeps in with an update. The reality border is collapsing, and soon we will all die. Also, the quake pattern is now more predictable. She adds this last bit cheerfully, knowing it'll make us feel better. Contrary to all reason, it kind of works. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, ongoing effect. Now and after each reality quake, remove from play all passages that are not connected to the environment on both ends. Whoa. Wait, now and after each reality quake, remove all from play all passages. Oh, passages. Okay, so we're going to lose 1 long passage. Okay. And then resolving reality quakes, you may choose to roll 1 or 2 dice, as we can make them happen more often. As reality border becomes more unstable, produces massive amounts of interdimensional energy. Maybe we can harness that energy to pull the scarab back into our reality. Reveal mystery card A. What the frick, y'all? The interdimensional energy causes the entire planet to vibrate. If we channel these vibrations correctly, they will cancel each other out to create an area of stable reality, like the eye of a storm. Roll a discovery die to determine which resonance pattern is needed and place a data in the corresponding box. Oh, by the way, this one's gone. That's the 1 passage that was not connected on both ends. All right, and we got a 3. So what do we have to have? Jesus. Okay, so this can be any node or long passage. This can be any node, but not a passage, and this has to be a phase node. Are we even close to that? And then we need to have that empty for the scarab. Lord help us. Okay, I'll try my best. Okay, burrowed time. Writing on the nearest cave wall, not because we need to, but because we find it primordially calming, we calculate a resonance pattern that will create a pocket of stable reality. Once formed, the pattern will convert energy from the reality quakes and siphon the scarab back to us. Time to get dirty again. Okay, so we need to create the pattern indicated by the block on mystery card A using nodes and long passages. Short passages are not counted as part of the pattern. The environment may include nodes and passages beyond what is required. Yeah, okay. If the pattern on mystery card A is complete when a reality quake hits, you've done it. You get to resolve the quake in advance. When a quake hits, okay. Crap, we don't have much time for this. Let's see. So my biggest like chunk of stuff is over here. Got a node and a thing and another node, so I can put like a passage here and something up there. Then this would have to become a real node. This would have to become a phase node, and that would be fine. Or what if like that was where the scarab was going to go? Because then that's a node. If I could phase that one, then I would just need to put a node here and phase it. And I've got that. I just need to explore a bit more. God, it's so much. All right, let's zoom out a bit. I think actually it's probably going to be better to do it where we already are. You know what I mean? Because I've got boom, boom, boom. Get rid of you. So boom, boom, boom. Okay, so if I can make this phase, which I just have to pick that up to do. I can make that phase, which I just have to pick that up to do. So all I would have to do is get rid of that, which I just need to take away the anchor. Get something here, here, and here. And we're good, I think. Okay, so that's what we're going to go for. So get rid of that, put something here, put something here, put something there, or put specifically a node there, and then get both of these phased out of existence. So a long passage here would guarantee a node there. Oh, but then how the heck do we get up there? Oh, if we do a passage here, that would guarantee that. So, okay, long passage here, node here, get rid of that, phase. God help me, I don't even know whose turn I'm on. I think blue just went, maybe? Yeah, because blue's up there. I think that's what happened. And we're just about to have a reality quake next turn. Remember, if we just leave passages going off into nothing, they don't work. So we need to not do that. Now, probably the last thing we want to do is pull off like the phase parts, because otherwise they'll go away too early. So we want to work around that. We do have this one thing that can turn something phase. Blue's holding. I don't know if that's going to help us at all. Oh, and this one's actually not part of it. So, but we want the passage to connect from it. So, okay. All right, so Red's going to investigate. They are almost to a breakthrough, so we'll be here. Mental block. You come upon a small grove of bushes with twisting branches and tiny shimmering flowers, and beyond the grove you see a tunnel. You walk through the grove and find the tunnel is gone. Then you hear a whisper inside your head. Not words, but emotions that urge you to let something in. Okay, you can flip your trait tile. Oh, even though we're not untrustworthy. Oh, which would let me cure us better. Yeah, you know what? I actually will do that because I don't think I need that much recovery right now. And he gets an insight, so he's got one of everything. What's my new blue? Luna may open a passage over a local blocked node edge, or this turn Luna ignores... Holy crud, man. Why didn't I have this earlier? This is amazing. So Luna can just friggin' do that without even doing this. Whoa! That's amazing. Now, does that mean I have to be local? Luna may open a passage over a local blocked node edge. Yeah, so I would assume that I can just do it wherever Luna is and I don't have to be there. Okay, we're definitely going to make that happen. But first, let's do... Oh, crud. Wait, the reality quake will hit first. Well, you know what? I don't have to do this yet because you can rest whenever. So let's rest now to move the time forward. So the reality quake does nothing. I'll definitely roll 2 dice because I want it to go far away until I finish all this. 1, 2, 3. There's a lot of stuff going on that one. Okay, now with time on our side, I'll use my last die, get an anchoring, mind-touching bush. That sounds inappropriate. Now let me do a long passage. Where did I want it? That's this. Oh, so I just need to get a node here. Cool. All right, so for my free move, let's go through and get an insight. What do we got? Reality overflow. Okay, that's fine. And yeah, what the hey for now. Let's go and use our free once per turn thing and anchor that. And I think I'm going to have Red get the +1 from Blue because he's got all 3 of them now. Okay, and I want Luna to move up 1 for free. We're going to spend 1 of our 3 data to bore through bedrock, which gets us the long passage we needed. Now, it will go away if we never explore and lock it down on the other side. So Blue might want to do that on his turn. Or we can actually send Luna. Yeah, that would be perfect. Luna can go through. Okay, so heck yeah, I think... What have we got? We've got everything laid out. So we just got to get rid of this. If we pick up the anchor thing, we can use the 1 power that lets us remove a phase place and then pick up both of those. It's a lot of picking up, though, which is going to take time. So, but yeah, we have a path to go. We just got to save that 1 tunnel or make this go quickly. And I got how to do that. Okay, so on even though it's Blue's turn, Red's going to use Bore Through Bedrock and let Luna ignore Cramped to go find out what's here. And hey, it's a phased place, but she's in there. And that's all that matters for the moment. She'll lock it down. And now this tunnel won't go away. Okay, and then for Blue's actual action, we'll do a free move to here. What we need to do, we need to pick that up, pick that up, pick that up. Okay, so Blue will go in traverse into here. And we're going to have a reality quake in 3 turns. So if Blue grabs this, Red grabs that, Blue grabs that and then like gets back out, I think. And then we use the power. What's the power we need? It's this one. Okay, so we need red. We actually have a lot of power. Cool. So yeah, I am going to pick this up for free. And now that blue has the red for the bonus, they'll jump over here without triggering that because they're just placed on an adjacent tile, so they can grab that one. So that's phased for the diagram, and in a second we'll get that one phased. We can throw it away. Blue still got 2 actions. Let's get more data for that awesome ability. So let's have Luna dig for data. Finally. We'll pick up 2 of it with the blue die. That should give us enough to go for a little bit. Yeah, then blue's is always fine. Caretaker will tick these all up. Okay, we're very close. We're very close. Ooh, crud. If I move through the time there, I'll mess up my whole timing. Oh, wait, I can't even move through there. Oh, no. Because, yeah, look, there's no freaking, gosh, shoot. Okay, what do I do? Blue can't pick them all up. Crud. You can have Luna dig away in there. But no, there is no way to go south from here. Shoot. You know what? I think it's fine. We just got to like have red run all the way around. And then we got to put the anchored back there, I guess. A little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. So red will move for an insight, traverse for another insight. And red's already fully broken through. So let's go ahead and do this and automate our one thing to get us some free power next time the time goes around. There we go, workshop. You're looking really nice. Oh, there's freaking... shoot. Oh, wait. Local explorers may exchange discoveries with non-local explorers. Oh, heck yeah. So Blue can just give him this for free, and then he can do that on his turn to get that anchored, and then he can... Do I want to teleport him? Because we only have 2 turns, so we can't do all of this. We want to get rid of that regardless for the scarab. So I think red should stay over here, and blue should stay there. And then you know what? Red will get another data from Luna. Then she can roll to place more now that it's empty. Wow, 3 more. And then they'll rest green back up. Oh, that gives us 2 raises. Blue's still full, so red will take them both and get, I don't know, red all the way to 3. Okay, so Reality Quake next turn. Oh, so blue can dismantle that, and it's not going to hurt anything. Okay, so yeah, blue will, as a free action, take this anchored back up, so that'll go away in a second. But we can't get rid of these ones yet. Get them for their free move. They'll go over here. Get ready to get that one. That gives us an insight. And no need to use the thing that gets rid of phase, because it's going to get rid of itself. I guess we'll have Luna pick up 2 more things. Seems good to have a ton of data. And I think we'll get 2 power. We're almost at full, too. We just don't have much material. But so far, most powerful things don't need them. And then we'll caretake our way back to full. Quick turn, but that's fine. Okay, so now we go down. We're on our last endurance. We got to win in just a few turns. We can't even get to the scarab to heal. We got a Reality Quake. We're getting rid of 1 distress. It'll be blues. Oh, and we automate. So we get 2 power. We only have room for 1 more. That's okay. Yes, and then the Reality Quake. So it ditches this and the passages connecting to it. But that's okay, because they both have a straight shot to where the scarab will be. Heck yeah. And then I can choose to roll 1 or 2 dice. I'm only going to roll 1, because I want another Reality Quake to happen soon. Gosh darn it. Is that still going to be enough time? I don't know, y'all. Let's see if blue pulls up. If red pulls up, we get Luna down to where we are. Because we're okay with that going away as long as the Reality Quake has happened and the thing is triggered. Then, yeah, we should just barely make it, I think. So it's red's turn. They'll pick this up. So that's properly phased. And I guess they'll tick up one of their things. I don't even know what to do here. Yeah, it's a fairly odd situation. I can't even get more data. Well, I guess I can have Luna do stuff. Hold on. So let's spend 1 blue so Luna can use her free move to... just this entire turn she ignores Cram, so she can go there. Then I'll spend 1 power to move her again. And what the hell, let's spend another power to move her again. I think we're doing fine. Now, since I was a little sad about not having materials, we'll have her dig some. Okay, and then red can use a green action to grab 2 of those. And then, I don't know, theorize to give both of us an insight. Here, it doesn't matter too much, because we're just waiting for that Reality Quake. Okay, then blue's going to pick up their one, but they also don't want to go anywhere. And I don't know, have Luna dig for data, then spend an action to get it. And they can also theorize, and they get all their stuff back. We're just kind of fast-tracking here. Okay, and then I'm going to have red rest right away, right? Because I want this thing to happen. So Reality Quake hits. We each take a distress, which means nothing bad happens because we don't lose morale, in other words. And we have it, right? Here, zoom out again. Node or passage, phased. Spot for the scarab, phased. Node or passage, node, passage or node. Heck yeah. Now, afterwards, this goes away, and this goes away. And yeah, we took the stuff for that. Okay, so we finished resolving the quake, which we did, and then we advance, and it's still red's turn, so let's see what we're doing. The camera gives a final shudder, then stills, and in that stillness, the scare materializes, as optimistic emotions and cautiously optimistic math both claim to expect. We find ourselves full of energy, enthusiasm, and a bright outlook. It's hard to imagine that a few hours ago we were feeling so down and bored, and reality! How could we ever have doubted you? You've cured our mood, and we have all this reality-warping data to parse. The path to making a wormhole home may be on our grasp. Back to the scarab, we have weeks of research to do. Okay, so bloop, 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 bloop. The scarab reappears. And we just have to get all of us and Luna onto it, so we're going to lose some time from this, aren't we? So Luna goes there. Free move for Red, which, wait, actually, yeah, Red didn't do it yet. Let's go ahead and drop Red's anchor to place themselves adjacent and not cost us the time. I mean, I guess we would win either way. And then, yeah, we know that Blue will be able to move before time runs out, and that'll be it. Yeesh. So the easy mode of having the scarab definitely didn't do very much for me. But I think the easy mode of these, the scientific fascinations, definitely helped to win here. That was a challenging planet, though, and that was only the first scenario. Man, like trying to get the tunnels to line up was kind of crazy and brain-bending. I guess that's the point. Very curious to see what the other ones are. I know one of them, I think Survival Task B, reminds me of, for those who have played this, Blaster Master 02. Which has like this planet that's like split in halves. So you have like mirrored versions of the planet, and the explorers are like, I think, on opposite sides of the mirror. I just kind of glanced at it. That was cool. So I am going to do a Patreon exclusive one for the other planet, Planet 10, which has a day and night cycle. I haven't even opened it yet. You can see it's still in shrink. But thanks everybody for watching. I hope that was fun. Fun with science. And a big thank you to our biggest Patreon supporters, Nick Skeen, Pedro Lucas, J. Willie MF, and Steve Wren. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good luck. Don't get caught in any wormholes, and we'll see you at the next stop.